Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kastor'sCorner.com. I'm your host, Khalil, here on another Toy of the Day here on our YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining us. We're in, I don't know, I think this is the week we get to 6 months. So 52 divided by 2 is what, 26? Is week 26? Yeah, week 26. God. So you can follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. You can go to the site, Kastor'sCorner.com, for a full gallery of this item. I can't really call it a toy, and you'll see why. And you can check out the Cornercast podcast. It is up on Apple Podcasts, and this week is with our friend Benjamin David from Above and Batman Beyond. That'll be up later tonight. Yeah, so it's been busy. Like, you guys can't see. You can see one of the things that I have. It's right here. This thing's coming up, and you can see it peeking at some of the other stuff. And this is coming soon. But that's not tonight. So story time. And I actually tell this story on a podcast, so I'm not going to go too deep. But our new friends at Collection Obsession Official, I believe. Yeah. Collection Obsession Official on Instagram. They are helping to promote that collector section in Walmart. And so they posted a picture and couldn't find the stuff locally in Connecticut. And they're very responsive, which is great. They sent us the fig pins a couple weeks ago. We did a live opening on Instagram. And this kind of fits a little more in our wheelhouse of the things we do. And so I thought it would be a great toy of the day, even though it's not technically a toy. So I reached out to them, told them we couldn't find them. They reached back out, and they said, well, what did you want? So they sent over quite a few things you can see over there. And we're going to get to those later in the week. But tonight's video is something I'm really excited about. It's one of the coolest things I have in my collection, to be honest with you. It's just really cool. I don't know how else to describe it. It's representation of animation, I think, is one of the best things about the toys that we collect, because what we see on the screen usually does not match what we see in person. At least growing up in the 80s, it never was. They were close. Some of them were close. Silverhawks, Thundercats were a lot closer than G.I. Joe and Transformers. But and He-Man, God, Mattel just really screwed up on that one. They look nothing like the cartoon. And you would think, since they, the whole story about the toys were first, so you think the cartoon would, but no, they just completely screwed it there. Mattel. Anyway. But I mean, toys just don't usually do that. And so tonight's toy of the day, tonight's item of the day, I guess you'd call it, is the new Diamond Select animated Spider-Man busts. And I'll admit, these things are an addiction. And I stayed away from the Batman busts specifically for that reason. They take up a decent amount of space. They are relatively expensive. They're about $60. And they don't stop. Diamond Select has been very prolific in the animated bust lines. And so I was able to stay away from them. But when they offered, and Diamond's been great. If I had asked Diamond Select for any of this stuff, I'm sure they would have sent it my way. But when Collection Obsession reached out and said, which one would you like? I jumped at this. The Deadpool looks great. The Wolverine looks great. The Magneto looks great. All those are showing up at Walmart right now. But if you're going to ask me which one I'm going to be the most obsessed with, it is this one. The red and the blue with the gray base. It is my wheelhouse. It is what I love. It's the color combination I absolutely love. It's Panthro. It's Stratos. It's everything. And it's Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man. So I got it. And haven't really opened it yet. So we're going to do an unboxing. We don't usually get to do these on the toy of the day, which is kind of fun. It will live somewhere. It's probably going to take the place of the cast layer after this. Let's take a look. So it comes with a This is an authentic Diamond Select Toys Spider-Man resin bust, designed by Barry Bradfield, sculpted by Paul Harding, number 1522 of 3000. So you get a little certificate of authenticity, shows the number. Well, you can't see it because of the lighting, but it's there. Styrofoam's a little broken. It's okay. Just hope everybody's okay in here. Well, that's interesting. Not bad. It's just interesting. So this is Spider-Man, and it's the styrofoam, just a normal white styrofoam. But what's really, I don't think this was on purpose. The styrofoam in a certain portion of this looks a little bit like a spider web, and if I'm correct, peeking out of that section is his web hand. I know that's not intentional. At least I don't know. Let us, if you got this, let me know if it's consistent throughout. Oh God, it's gorgeous. It looks a lot bigger on the box, but it's not that. It's not huge. It's not that big, but I can't figure out how to get it out without bending or anything. I really like my statues. I wish I could do more of them. They require a lot of space, a lot of safe space too. You can't just put them anywhere. Which is why those Nightwing busts behind me just never came out. It's got some heft to it. God. I'm going to place you there very gingerly. Close this up. That's just funny. That's hilarious. I know. Styrofoam. Like a spider web. And I care about it. So he's wrapped in a bag to keep him nice and pristine. I should have grabbed my first Spider-Man bust. I got the old ones. They were like $50. Looked nothing like Spider-Man. I won it in a bet about Jeopardy with my mom. We used to play Jeopardy. I got $1 per question I got right. And I worked my way up in one episode, and she said, "We're never doing this again." So I got a Spider-Man bust out of it. But or bisque. They called them bisque back then. This thing is just gorgeous. The blue, I will say this, much brighter on camera. The red is a little bit deeper and a little bit darker. Same thing with the blue. It's got cell shading on the underarm and on the back there, like the cartoon. It's got the base there that shows what number it is, how many, which looks really good. Yeah, it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. There's a little bit of paint bleed in one spot by his eye, but not bad. And around with the webbing has, sorry, I'm sitting here looking at it, you're not seeing it. It's got a little bit of paint bleed there. You can see there and there. But, if you were to buy a comic book, it would have the same problem. I would say the most delicate parts of this and possibility for breakage when you're packing and unpacking is definitely the web here. Definitely the fingers are very, very thin. I've had a few statues that have broken when they do individual fingers and they're stretched out. Definitely, for sure. The back has a giant spider. The front has a much smaller spider, more of a pencil line spider there. There's some shading on the back of the neck too. I remember watching the first episode of Spider-Man the Animated Series. It was Saturday morning, and my friend Michael was over, and he could care less. He really could, and I was like, "Go play, go do your own thing. I don't really care because I want to watch this." And I remember watching it and just falling in love with it. I think that they were very, this and Batman the Animated Series were seminal titles for a lot of us. And they really kind of cemented the lore and the storylines of the early years of Batman and Spider-Man for a lot of us. 50, at that point it was only 30 years of comic history boiled down to these animated series that stayed somewhat faithful to the comic books. They had crossovers. X-Men were part of the Spider-Man show. They had Secret Wars. I think it was Secret Wars. So Johnny Storm and, amalgam of the other cartoons that came together. Just really good storytelling too. Really great voices. I don't know. It definitely captured the magic of Spider-Man. And to this day is by far one of the best things they've ever done. So, and I don't think I don't know, the newer cartoons just seem too gimmicky. I think these older cartoons were made for kids, but they kept the adult nature of the characters intact. So it made it a lot more, it gave it a longer life because of it. It's not Teen Titans Go, right? It's not Dora the Explorer. Like it's not even some of the Ultimate Spider-Man show that was on Disney Plus or Disney XD or whatever. It felt more like the Avengers when they did Earth Mightiest Hero, and they kind of had the serialized and they had stories that connected and they mapped out to different parts of the Marvel universe. You don't get that a lot. A lot of times they're geared towards kids and they go for the cheap laughs. But when shows like this come out and they deal with some of the heavier topics and they really capture the essence of the hero and the comics that they came from, I think it just changes things. So these are available at Walmart, or should be available at your Walmart. They also said that they're available online through Walmart.com. Don't go for the overpriced secondary market. Go for the sold at Walmart. They're through Collection Obsession. Again, thank you, Collection Obsession, for sending these over. We're going to get to the Hero Collection bus later. But I could not wait to open these. I got these last night and I was dying to open it. So he had to be Toy of the Day tonight. So thank you again. We'll have a full gallery of this guy up. It won't be a big gallery because there's not a lot here, but he's not big and there's no movement here. So it'll be turnarounds for him. But you can check him out on CastorsCorner.com. You can also follow us. We are at Castors Corner on all social media. And you can check out the Cornercast podcast up on Apple Podcasts later tonight before midnight. Benjamin David from Above and Batman Beyond. I hope I did that justice. Because he's got a great voice. He did a great sign off for that. You can check that out. And thank you guys for watching. And remember to hit that subscribe button, either side of the screen. I don't know which side it's on. Hit that subscribe button. The more of you that join us, the more cool things we get to do, the more cool things we get. And then we get to share them with you. And I think that is one of the best parts of this journey, is to make that connection. It's great to have more subscribers, but it's not about all the subscribers. It really is about sharing this connection we have. And I hope that you guys find your center, yourself in this. So without getting too deep, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night here on CastorsCorner.com for another live Toy of the Day. Night, everybody.